There is a tide of energy coming towards your planet at this time. And this tide of energy, allow us to put these words, and if you can, follow with your imagination. You were born, let's make it, say you were born, it's easy for the mind to understand. Ages ago, in different dimensions, in different cosmoses, and you've travelled upon your journey to Mother Earth to have this experience. You've travelled through different loopholes, we will say, different filters. You've lived on different planets. You've all had different experiences, whether you believe it or not, at this level. Each and every one of you has been male and female as a physical being, but you've been other beings before this level of your body identified. Isn't it a wonderful feeling to know that your life upon Mother Earth is only temporary? So what you're going through now will be gone like that. Ill health will be gone. Choosing to have no education will be gone. Choosing to become soul realized will be here. You've all chosen different aspects to go through. And there's neither any of you should be judging anybody else. For they've chosen the different aspects to go through for the benefit of their own soul, their experience, their energy and their spirit at this time. But allow us to just give you this tiding of cheer. There is a sin army coming towards you, a vibrational change, and visualize the wind, but you cannot see it. Visualize this wind going through the galaxies, going through your universes to where you are now. There is a change upon your Mother Earth, and this has been brought about by yourselves. There is a new earth. However, it will not be formed as a visual new earth that you can see next to Mother Earth. The new earth is the way you think, and the way you think creates your earth. The way somebody else next to you thinks differently, they create their own earth. So physically at this time, it will not be seen with your physical eyes, but it will be felt within your heart and the energy of your spiritual essence. An event is occurring. However, it is occurring in you, beloveds. Some of you will notice the change, and some of you, like the old guard, who've been noticing the change for many a decade, will not feel it as much as the newcomers, the sleepers, we may call. But the old guard is here to steady the cradle, to not rock the boat, to get hold of the rudder of the ship and steer it in a straight line to what you may call, as Moses said, the promised land. For the promised land, beloveds, is what you are searching and what you have always been searching for: self-realization of self. Now that comes in many forms and will come at you thick and fast if you understand that you're asking for realization. But congratulations are in order for the way that you are shaping your destiny as human beings. You are searching the darkness. You're letting your light shine into the darkness to illuminate the darkness, for it to be brought into the light and to be changed. And when you do this, you'll find that the energy of the dark will start to move away, start to hide, start to play tricks with you, but we ask you to keep focusing your light. Because that is what you're here for. You are here to assist in the upliftment and the change from the 3D dimension into what you may call the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. And some of you are already at that level now. But you're finding it lonely. You're finding it hard to be able to communicate the feelings, the thoughts, what you're going through, the loneliness, because as you go higher in your spiritual endeavor, you'll find that there's not a lot of people that you can communicate because of the level that you are attaining at this moment. We will say, darlings, beloveds, human beings, it will change. It is changing now. For as you change your earth vibration, you are also affecting our home. For you change, as above, so below. As you make heaven, earth as heaven, you change our vibration. You help us to go on to a much finer, much harmonic set of circumstances. We, who help our partner, have been on your earth plane. We know what it's like to live in despair, to live from hand to mouth. We understand that your prime concern is of yourself. But we ask you to remember that this life is only temporary. And when you reach a certain age, you are starting to work on your next life. So the thoughts you feel, the words you speak to yourself and to other people, the feelings you have in your heart, the thoughts you think in your mind, need to be perfect in a way as you can understand. For you are creating your next vibration when you come back in. There is many a talk about reincarnation. We will say it like this: it does exist, but not in the way you think it does. When you stop coming back to your Mother Earth is when you realize you become self-realized. That is no trick. That is no play with the words, beloveds. when you realise there is more to you than you think now, and you can change your environment and the way you are by the way you think and feel constantly, you become more of being God realised, self-realised, which you always have been. Bear in mind that when you came onto this Mother Earth, you came down the vibration field. It's like you were a piece of gold. But as you came down to Earth, we mentioned this earlier, but we're saying it differently. You became a piece of bronze or silver, then bronze, and then lead. And then you end up a stone upon Mother Earth. Your vibration field changed. Remember, you are the alchemist. And the alchemist can change, can turn lead into gold, can turn stone into lead. And this is where you are now. You are ascending, so you have to then up your vibration, because you downloaded your vibration to have this experience for your own growth, whatever that is. We would say whatever that is because you wanted to have that realization of understanding that you were cloaked on purpose, and you could take the cloak off you and still replace the steps with understanding of self and how to get back to being God realized, perfect. Now there's many ways that this can be explained, but this is our way. With down to earth words, hoping that you can understand it. Your lives will change only if you wish them to. Only if you feel that you want your life to change, no matter what circumstances. But there also is still playing around at this level of 3D or 4D human karma. And we ask you not to think of that. We introduce it to say it's still working. But if you find its present time, no matter what you do, you're still walking through fog, don't worry. Just keep walking through the fog. Keep doing what you think is right for yourself, first and foremost, and then for your brothers and sisters. Because sooner or later, the fog will disappear and you've come out the other side. You've chose this yourself. You've chose to come down onto Mother Earth to work through this, removing yourself off the dungeon wall. And you're nearly there, beloveds. And it is our job as your brothers and sisters to help you to understand that everything is perfect at this level. Yes, you will see the darkness being exposed in different countries, which will continue for the next 2 years. Watch America, for that has another big part to play in unchaining the human misery. And then hopefully, we say hopefully, it will ricochet through different countries. For some reason, what America does first, other countries do after. And it wasn't supposed to be like that, beloveds. You are all in your different countries for a specific reason. The shift is within you. Your divine right is to be able to have the gift of free will, which was always there. It wasn't given to you, like what you may say, God's gift of free will, because God is not what you think it is. It is an energy field. It is an energy force. And we here at this moment, in tonight's energy channeling, have been asked not to bring it through tonight. However, there will be a bigger, wider channeling on this subject of God and the essence of who he or she is or not. We here that have our home in the invisible are still understanding what is being said here, but we bring it down in energy forms for our partner to dissect, to bring it through in the words that you can understand. There are many ways for your earth journey to go. We only wish to bring you the love, the compassion, the feelings. There are other forces at play who do not have our, shall we say, loving vibration at hand. And we ask you not to tap into that. Not to let any negativity play within your mind and your heart. For you are what you feel you are. In your book it is written, knock and the door will be answered. Seek and you will be found. You are seeking, beloveds. You've come to a point of realization. Is there more to this? You are starting to let your spirit expand, to step out of its confines, to come off the dungeon walls and escape into the freedom, into the fresh air, and to sail on the sea of happiness. That's who you are now. And we will say, brilliant! How can we help? Do you want us to blow wind in your sails? Then if you do, hold the rudder still. Do not go hiddly-piddly. Just hold it still to your destination. We will help. As we said before, the promised land is here. You're in it. There's no journey to it, you're already in it. But do you feel it? Can you make it work within your heart? It's not within your mind, it's in your heart. How do you feel about your journey here? Do you want to change anything? If you do, how do you change it? You find the people that can help you. You set up friends, communities of like mind. You communicate with each other. No one's above you, no one's beneath you. You come together as a melting pot of love, human beings. And you all partake of this wonderful cocktail of human soup. That is your nourishment, beloveds. Communication with each other, loving, caring with each other, the best you can at this level. Yes, he has talked about thousands of years into the future, where there is peace upon earth. There is a different vibrational field, where there's not much male and female. It's kind of come together as one being. This is what can be yours if you truly go within your heart, accept yourself, pass the message on. Also at the same time, if you're not welcome, wipe the dust off your feet and go. For there will be pockets of resistance upon your earth. Pockets of resistance willing to put you in the ground. But knowing this, you then build a Geiger counter within your heart, which guides you away from this vibrational field. Practice discernment in every avenue of life. But when it brings you joy, milk it. Oh, we do love our time with you. We wish to dance with you. To whisper in your ear as you're walking and working through your daily life. Which way to go? Who to talk to? But we whisper through this to your higher self. And your higher self comes down and talks to you in a way that to get your imagination and to get your attention. Practice, beloveds, please, communicating with your higher self. You will know how to do it. You will feel you are asking the right question and receiving the right guidance. If you don't feel it's the right guidance, then it's not. Always feel in front of you. Let people feel your love. We here can see the love you have, because the love you have has many colours. We can look at different countries, different towns, different villages, individual people, and see the colour of their love. You are the light of the world, beloveds, always have been and always will be. However, there are many pockets trying to influence this and to douse your light. And we ask you to stand firm, to be strong, and to know in time all this will pass, and you will see the trueness of yourself when you return home for a short time before you choose, if you care to have a rest or not over there before coming back onto what you may call your earth in a heightened vibration and a different way of experiencing I come with the blessing of the 12. We are all in agreement of the message that has been brought forth onto your earth plane at this moment. For the people who have an inquiring mind, I am the spokesman called Archangel Michael. please do not get sucked into the name. Please remember the energy that we have talked about and how you can utilize all this for yourself first and foremost, and then your brothers and sisters. And on that note, we bid you good evening, because we know it's night time in your neck of England. And for the other people on a wider audience that may view this, if it's their cup of tea, it doesn't matter what time it is. It's always the right time to share love with you. And on that note, beloveds, we will take our leave of you at this moment, for we know the second half comes up, which is your question and answers. I have to go because they're going without me.